Cancer, this is your weekly or week ahead tarot card reading from Born Without Boundaries Tarot. It is for Cancer, Sun, Moon, and Rising sign, and there is always an extended, which I do hope that you'll enjoy, to continue the story over on the other side. So let's get right into the reading. Remember that Cancers, if you really love this video, like this video, and then share it on your social media platforms and subscribe to the channel. I also have a second channel called Astrology Motivation. There's lots of goodies happening over there. Actually, tomorrow I'm going to be doing a live, a live pick a card. So I hope you guys can join me. You'll get notified if you subscribe over there as well. Material harvest. I gotta say, I love the wisdom that's in the cards, because sometimes for me, even my ability to channel is limited by my own fears. And if you guys have been experiencing what I've been experiencing, there have been major bumps in the road for us. And it's been putting us to the test about, put your money where your mouth is. Maybe not literally, but basically saying it's easy to have faith when things are good. But I'm going to test you. I'm going to shake this up. I'm going to make this bumpy. I'm going to make a click, 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 click sound at the bottom of the car. Like, I'm not, like, it's this drive, this portion of the drive is intentionally going to be shaken up. And how are you guys doing through this? And so what I'm getting now through the cards is a really intense I love you that I think we all need right now. First things first, material harvest. Now, this is coming up just slightly in the past. I don't think it is actually the past. I think this is a full array of what's going to come. So material harvest is absolutely finances. It's absolutely resources. Now, resources, best resource on earth is humanity. It's the energy of others. And if you think about that last scene from It's a Wonderful Life, and if you don't know that movie, YouTube it. I'm sure that scene is on here. It's a Wonderful Life. It's an old movie, and black and white. And essentially, it shows you that the abundance that you have in your life is not just the money that you have in your pocket. And that you matter to people in more ways than... I'm just getting this overwhelming sense of you matter to people in more ways than just what you can spend on them or how you can impress them materially. I'm not in any way, Cancer, downing the enjoyment of the tangible resources, money, good food, fun places to go, and I know that I can't understate the wonderful pleasure that comes from not having to worry about the bills being paid. You know what I'm saying? Knowing it's all taken care of. There's a liberation in that as Cancerians we need in our lives, and that's why we're so usually very well paired with Taurus energy. And if you notice, when the moon is in Taurus, start noticing these patterns, Cancerians. When the moon is in Taurus, there's evenness to our nature, simply because there is essentially that material resource, and the sustainability of material resources helps us make our home safe. It makes us feel safe. And safety is quintessential feeling for Cancerians. And you can disagree with me up and down, but it plays out in so many different ways. Because no, Cancerians aren't like stereotypical little wimps always crying in the corner. If I had the time to quote you all the famous people that did extraordinary things, ballsy things that were Cancerians, that would blow the myth out of the water right away. But we still always, based on our own proclivities, need to feel safe. And material resource help us with that. Things that are tangible, things that we can see. Remember, Cancerians aren't just a water sign, they're a bridge sign. They bridge between the ocean and the land. They're tidal. We're tidal creatures. That's why we're represented by the crab, and we used to in Egypt be represented by the scarab beetle. And the scarab beetle was the one that traversed, like bridged the living and the dead. So there's a magic to us because we can go between two worlds, but we like to not get lost in too much of our emotions or too dry on land. And that's why we get this sort of and sometimes deserved reputation of being very, very moody, because we're changing. The tides are constantly ebbing and flowing. And so to have a consistency in our life is so essential. And that's why I use the words not to be safe, to feel safe. We love it. And what makes us feel safe is a full gamut of things, but material resources are that. And there's just this essence right now, Cancerians, of guess what? Material resources, this is your destiny. And maybe part of your destiny was to put forth material resources, as in, well, you have to invest in order to make room for something to come in. And that's very scary. And it takes risk. And we are risk takers by nature because we're cardinal signs. The nature of a cardinal sign is to try to do something new, to feel something new, to experiment with a new emotion or a new way to use our psyche. Moving on. It is our destiny. In other words, Cancerians, for you to have material abundance that you are destined for is going to come into your life by you making a decision to move on from something, by you allowing yourself to change. It's only going to happen when you make room for it. A shift in your livelihood, your life, your relationship, a shift that you are driving in order to welcome in abundance. It's dependent upon you making a move, right? Moving on from maybe even dependency upon what used to make you feel safe, because now is the time when we start to realize that what used to make us feel safe can become our gilded cage, can become our trap. And we're having this internal, like, it's like a blossoming, it's like a push. We're ready to spread our wings. And so this is the time that you have to break the chains of comfort, which is exceptionally frightening for a creature that rules the fourth house, which is the place that makes other people feel comfortable. And if we're not feeling comfortable ourselves, our relationships with others can feel strained. So if you have been feeling like you're not enough lately, it's because the ground underneath your feet has become shaky. But ultimately, you need the shake-up. Obstacles and challenges are here, and then light, to see the light. In other words, these obstacles and challenges are happening to you so that it will force you to move, to shake things up and move forward in life. That's why they're happening. And I know that, I just know that. I mean, the cards are here in front of me, and this is happening now. So this isn't like the cards came out way in the past, or this is all happening to us now. So it's such a time for you to connect with your faith. In the past, we had the Ace of Swords, but it's in reverse. So this is death, pain, suffering, the finishing of something, or an attack that you experienced on yourself. Somebody attacked you, being attacked, feeling attacked, or feeling things were really unclear and painful. Okay. And then we have, interesting, hold on, the Knave of Pentacles, which is a new opportunity. And then the Ace of Pentacles, which is abundance. And then we have the Wheel of Fortune. Now, And then we had the 8. So has something happened to you recently? Even yes, an attack or something like a sickness, an illness. There's something that would have harmed you or harmed something that was very important to you, because though these are general readings, you can apply it to whatever aspect of your life it applies to. So we're talking about something that would have really suffered a damage. There's new opportunities. That damage actually opened up a gateway, or opened up, it's just like it opened things up. It's like an earthquake coming to a prison and opening up all the cells, and now you're free. Hold on. Then we have the Knight of Wands here, which is having your mojo back, having your passion back. High Priestess is the balancing of you with the cosmos, or this is just sort of like a cosmic reset. And then we have the Ten of Wands, which is taking on all these burdens or a lot of new responsibilities in your life. Okay, stop. So this is a change or a shift in your career, or a change and shift in your passion. But this energetic push toward the new passion. And I just want you to know, this is because you are destined for something. We have destiny right here on the table. But you would not ever get there if you didn't move on, and you were too comfortable where you were. And so this push is all about, come on, Cancer, I need to get you back out on the road. And yeah, it's going to be scary, probably because you haven't moved or been on this road for a while. But I'm telling you, this is the light at the end of the tunnel. This is the hope. This is the joy. This is the breakthrough. Let's talk about what you may have been feeling leading up to this point. A feeling of routine, boredom, extreme tiredness, even when you thought you got a good night's sleep. This feeling of being uninspired. And Holy Lord, that's the chaos. That was the rustle. It was that feeling that set off the earthquake that you're living in now, because you just needed to be shaken awake again. Cancer, Cancer, Cancer. High Priest, intend and create. Okay. And then we have somebody that looks like Jesus, but I don't think that that's what it's representing. High Priest. Two cards were hidden too. So we have High Priest, intend and create. Oh my gosh. And then we have Great Teacher, learn from spiritual experiences. This is all manifestation. This is all, at this point, you're ready to use what you know spiritually. You're ready to use it intellectually, which means you're ready to use the tools to put it to practical use in your life. Seer, see beyond the current situation. And Protection Guardian, drop your shields. This is overwhelming. Okay. This is it's saying, basically it's Spirit saying, I know it's a fucked up time for you right now. I know shit is fucked up and messed up and feels like everything is flying into the air. I know it because I put you on this path, but I'm not going to let anything happen to you. This is a time when you feel most vulnerable and you feel like you most need your shell. It's the time to get out of it. It's a time to believe, you know what? God's got me. Spirit's got me. The angels got me. Universe got me. It's got me. They've got me. They've got me covered, because you are covered. Walking this path is your shield. Because essentially what that means, Cancerians, is you're on what God wants you to do. You're in line with your heart space. And you're being shaken out of your comfort zone to get you on that path, because that path is your shield. The path is your safe place. You weren't safe where you were. There is something going on. I'm telling you, this is divine intervention on your behalf. And it could be physical too. There was something here that you had to get away from because you were endangering your truth. You were endangering what you were destined for. You were endangering really what people are supposed to see you as, know you as. You were endangering your opportunities. There was danger here. So it's like God is like, I know it feels like the world's crumbling down around you, but it's like you're protected by this fucking umbrella of energy that I've got over you. Stay on this path. You're walking through a tube of protection, because that path itself is what I needed you to be on. I needed to kickstart you. See beyond this current situation. There's so much more going on than what's happening to you right here in the 3D world. And honestly, it's about your intentions. In other words, you did this. And I know that's the last thing you want to hear, but it's your intentions. It's what you wanted. It's what you asked for. Have you been praying? Have you been asking? Well, then guess that's why you're on this path. That's why you're feeling these switches and changes. That's why all of this shit is happening, because God is about to give you whatever the fuck it is you want. We have the goddamn Ace of Cups here. I don't mean to swear, but the Ace of Pentacles, the Knave of Pentacles, this new little tiny stupid ray of hope light, it's to change your life. What does all this mean? What does all this mean? Never-ending story. What does that mean? I'm going to read from the book, Time for a Nap. You've been fighting too hard. You've been working too hard. You've been taking too many challenges. This is that sense of, it's like you've been getting yourself stuck in a rut because you have been taking too many you've been working too much. I know that sounds crazy. I don't care. It's not my message. I'm channeling this. Time for a nap. It's time for you to rest. You want this never-ending story, this exhaustion to end. You've got to trust that God has got you. You've got to trust being defensive. Enough with the defensiveness. Enough with the, well, I've got to react. I've got to reactivity. Enough with the, I've got to react. I've got to do something. No. You don't have to do anything. You have to be patient and allow it to come in. I mean, you can see this and not believe me. But I'm telling you, everything is moving. I just was called to this deck again. Everything is moving. It's turning up into high gear. So it's almost like you're in stasis as you're on a spaceship moving hundreds of thousands of miles a minute. Your life is about to catapult into something. New beginnings is right beneath that, and foundation and achievements. See, it's all coming in an unexpected way, right? I usually shuffle the cards in a specific way, but I didn't, because I was called to just trust. Trust, and I get this message. I get the message that I needed to know, which is something is popping off. This is like, this for you guys, compare it to being a parent, compare it to giving birth, because that's what's happening. And it's like, have you ever watched your wife giving birth or giving birth yourself because you have children? You know what it feels like. It's horrendous. But it's beyond your control. So there's a need here. Surrender to the divine. Surrender to the divine. A win-win outcome is forecast. Nothing will come of this situation. What situation? Doing things the same old way. You've got to open up some space right now to just allow. Ask for help where it's needed. Help is going to come. You do need help. You're in a pickle. You're in a tangle. It's going to come from an unexpected place. I just saw 2020. You're not even going to see this coming. It's going to be weird, it's going to be awkward, and it's going to be wonderful. What is the message that's coming into you? What are the directions? What is the path? Let's go to tarot. The link is below, guys. I love you, and I will see you in the extended.